To start off, I prime my face with the green Smashbox Photo Finish Color Correcting Primer. Because I deal with redness on a regular basis, this primer is a must for me. It doesn't take away the redness completely, but it does tone it down quite a bit. So I just dot the product all over my face and then I use my fingertips to blend it in. The cool thing is that in addition to color correcting, this primer fills in my fine lines and it gives my skin a bit of slip for better application of my foundation. Speaking of foundation, I'm currently using the Naked Skin Foundation from Urban Decay in the shade 7.0. I typically use 2 pumps of this foundation to cover my entire face and neck. Because it's a very drying time in the winter, I like to use a lighter and a bit more watery foundation. Since I'm battling the dryness everywhere, it just makes it adhere to my skin a bit better and it doesn't wick more moisture out of it, which really helps for it to last all day. To blend in the product, I'm using a damp beauty blender, and the key with this is to bounce the sponge against your face and not drag it. You want to bounce the sponge so that the product is pushed into your skin and you will definitely see a difference in blending. Use different sides of the beauty blender to apply your foundation so you can get into the nooks and crannies of your face, and just continue to apply the foundation all the way from your forehead down your neck so you get a really even distribution of color as well as a well blended foundation. Next, I'm going to apply my concealer. My go-to concealer is from NARS and I use the shade Ginger. If I'm really looking for more brightness under my eyes, I will apply my concealer over top of my foundation. If I'm looking to perfect my skin more and really dive into color correction, I will apply my concealer before my foundation. Do whatever works for you. When I apply my concealer, I create a triangle under the eye area, and my triangle leans towards my nose a bit because I have a rounder face and I don't want to conceal over the tops of my cheeks. So you can adjust the shape of the triangle to really fit your face shape. I do also apply this product to the bridge of my nose as well as my forehead and cupid's bow. I do this not to conceal but more to highlight. I blend this all out with a beauty blender until there are no obvious differences between where my foundation and concealer meet. To set my concealer, I'm using my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Translucent Powder. This stuff is amazing and it really helps to create a flawless face by minimizing the appearance of pores and shine. To set the concealer, we're going to use a technique called baking. To do this, you take a clean, damp makeup sponge and you dip it into your loose powder. This powder is then pushed into the concealer. You want to lay a good amount of product over top of the concealer. You'll be very tempted to brush away the powder, but don't. You're actually going to apply the powder to all of those areas of your face that have fine lines or wrinkles or large pores, and then you're going to leave it alone to bake, which essentially means that you're going to leave your foundation and powder alone to merge. Since it's time to bake, I'm going to take this opportunity to do some admin like check up on my emails, return a few text messages, maybe even watch one of my favorite vlogs like the Soconi Jolies or Pointless blog, or play something like Blossom Blast on my phone. The baking process takes a few minutes, so just be patient and you will be rewarded with beautifully set skin. I may not bake every day, but I do whenever I go to work or a special event, so give this technique a try. It does actually work. To finish off the baking process, you're going to take a powder brush and dip it into the same powder, and then you're going to brush away the excess. So take your time. You'll notice a lot of product is floating off into the air, and you're going to be fairly white or fairly light in those areas where you are baking. The key is making sure that you get all of that extra excess off. You may notice that you look a little bit more dry, but You just really need to blend in the powder. If you need to, take a smaller brush to get into all those cracks and crevices that looks like it may have built up a bit, and just simply brush them away. You will notice that as you do the rest of your makeup, you will continue to bake and the foundation and concealer will start to marry in with that powder. The final step to making sure that everything is really well blended and set with powder, I take a kabuki brush and I use it to buff in all of those products together. So the powder, the foundation, the concealer, I make sure that everything is blended out with the kabuki brush so it gives it kind of a soft focus appearance to the skin. To make sure that everything is locked into place and I don't have that caked look, I set my face with my Urban Decay setting spray in D-Slick. Well guys, that's my current foundation routine. Please let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. Keep an eye out for my videos next weekend when I show you my current brow routine and bring you a makeup look using MUA drugstore makeup. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. As always, please be kind to one another and especially yourself. And don't ever be afraid to be your perfectly imperfect you. See you guys later. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Click on the video above to get another glimpse into my world. Don't forget to visit my website MakeupMaiWorld.com for more details on me and the products used today. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My details are below. Take care and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.